Sorry about that. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight? I'm Kerry with Kerry's Musings. Good evening from Florida. Everybody say freedom. Let me do a couple things here before I get started. Hope everybody's having a fine evening. It's rainy all day here in Florida, but we needed it desperately. Need more. How's all you Patriots doing? Hope you're doing great. I feel like I'm crooked here. I just got back from Palm Bay with Shirlene and Slim. Had a fantastic from Thursday to today. This afternoon about 1. I left to come home. Let's see here. I feel like I'm sitting sideways. I have my 1776 shirt on, all ready to go. In my little corner in my office. Hope everybody's having a great night. Hmm. I was going to take one out that I'd scheduled this morning, but my prism would not work. I'm sorry about the video I did earlier when the 1776 leaders left. Hey, Charlene, thank you so much for all your hospitality. I love every minute of it, every minute. And I hope others can experience the same thing. Charlene and Matt and Slim are fantastic patriots. And I tell you what, I hear all the group together and I hear regular names. It confuses me. And I'm thinking one name, they're talking about another, but every one of them's patriots from the top to the bottom. Hey, Annie, how you doing tonight? Good you're here. Had a good little ride home from Shirlene's this afternoon about 1. Took me about, I left at 1. I got here at 3, so it took me 2 hours. I hit a little bit of rain until I got to St. Cloud, and then it got sunny and nice. And then, of course, if you watch the Aruba, she got it in the evening coming home from Orlando to her house. But it was nice and sunny here still. But I wanted to talk about freedom tonight. We keep asking the question, what is freedom? What is freedom to you? What does it mean to you? How do you get into it? How do you use it? What does freedom spell out? What does freedom cost? Hey Andy, how you doing? Good to have you. I put the link up there if anybody wants to join in. I like to talk with people. I like to talk to people, but not that much. Not my forte, really. God bless her soul. My wife was my speaker, and she talked for me a lot, and I filled in the blanks. But now I'm on my own, so I'm dealing with it. The freedom, everybody, is what you make out of it, and we have to keep it so we can use it. We have the freedom to think how we want to think. We have the freedom to pray where we want to pray who to we want to pray, and on and on and on. We don't have somebody behind our back telling us we have to be this or we have to be that. And all my life, I've been misinformed and mistaught on how to live. That the younger generation thinks they know better. That there's multiple genders, but biology and science and everything contradicts that. But yet we're the one with the misinformation. We're the ones that learned wrong, and they're trying to push it on us. And that hurts our freedoms. That hurts our freedoms day in and day out. It don't matter how you live or how you live it. We are fighting for freedom for everybody. If you want to be whatever, you can be it. Just don't push it on under other people, because that takes away their freedom. And we want freedom for all. We are not red and blue. We're not Democrat and Republican, conservative or liberal. We are United States citizens. In our Constitution, it spells out in black and white our freedoms, our liberties, and our pursuit of happiness. And when you start pushing your agenda on somebody else, you are doing wrong. When you stop people from saying things that they need to say or want to say, you are doing wrong. Because every person has their right to their ideas, their thoughts, and what they say. Period. And a lot of times we're saying things out of the clear blue sky that don't mean anything, and we are called haters. We're not haters. We love each and every person out here in our country. There's a lot that need help. We have a mental health problem in this country. We took away what they called mental institutions. Thank you, Lord. Like I said this weekend, they were all hellholes because they let people sit there, either give them shock treatment or gave them drugs. Good night, Shirley. I know you're tired. I took a little nap, but I'm still tired. I am wore out. Love you, girl. Tell Slim I said good night, and Cash, and your mom and your dad. Love you guys. But where was I? These institutions were when I was a youngster, we used to go with the church group and we used to sing and pray and everything with them. It was an experience. Not most of the time it was good because we were doing what we were doing, but it was a bad experience seeing how they were treated. And the TB hospital in town was the same way. Dirty, deplorable, awful place, sad place to have to go and spend your last days. It was awful. But we need help for the people that need help. And a lot of our problems today are mental health. And everybody knows it. Everybody sees it. But we got to come up with a way that's humanitarian, that helps them. It doesn't fill them full of drugs. Hey, Jay, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. But that's what we're up against, folks. All of our freedoms are slowly but surely taken away by people who think that they know better. That's not the way we were formed. Everybody has their own individual freedom. We are not a democracy. We're not mob rule. We are a constitutional republic, which means we pick our representatives to represent us, we the people. Spelled out in the Constitution. If you don't have one, pick up a pocket Constitution and read it. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. A little off key, a lot rusty. Maybe I could practice up and get rid of my sinuses and maybe do better. Anyway, we have to work and keep our freedoms every way we can, and tell these people they are working for us, and let them know with no certain terms that they are working for us, we the people. The democracy, if the majority says kill, 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 that's what they're going to do. If they say work, 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 that's what you're going to do. It's mob rule. Whatever they say goes. But we're not set up that way. Good evening, Chaplain. Glad to have you here. I didn't get on you tonight because I watched the Reba and I watched the Reba. I woke up enough to watch the Reba and I went back to sleep. I was wore out. Long weekend. Had a lot of fun. My goodness, what a good group of people we had out Saturday. I hope everybody saw it. And sorry about my video today with the leaders leaving Shirley and heading up north. I tried to use Prism. Prism wouldn't come up. It wouldn't work. And I was in a hurry. So I used the regular stock Apple video and no sound. And that the sound was the getter on that one. The sound was the getter. And I apologize big time to everybody. I have a spot on my phone, I think, where I touch it, the sound goes out. So it could be that. It could be, could be anything. But I really apologize. I should have had two phones. That way I could have had the backup. But we were all rushing to get things done. But we had a fantastic time. Even though I sang out of key sometimes, I had fun singing. Great experience. And DC Joe, he helped out a lot, and the girls coming over. We had a good time. That's what we need to do. Work hard and have a good time. Enjoy our pursuit of happiness. And that's what we do. We holler for unity, freedom, and the pursuit of our happiness. And that's what we do. I'm sure it was, Chaplain. I know every day it's really good. And I hate when I miss it. I'm like a rubber band today. I was going every which way. Going every which way. But folks, we can't keep dividing ourselves against anything. We had to stand united in everything. And this, I'm talking about liberals and everybody. I'm talking about everybody has to come together and get along. A great gambler. I didn't do too much of gambler because I don't know. I forgot the words. You know, once you get to a certain age, you forget everything you learned, and you have to learn it all over. And I didn't have time to learn it all over, really. And any of y'all want to come in and talk and give your side, whatever, you're welcome to it. If you want to put your links up here, you're welcome to put your links up here. That's what I'm for. I'm reading the chat on the where am I? Guess I got this thing turned down. Annie, come on back when you get done. Okay. So I keep looking down, see the side of my head. I'm just a newbie. And I'm trying to get the word out to you, trying to get everything out to you, trying to get everywhere. Doing my best to be a patriot, along with the many great patriots that are out there. Like I said earlier, I get confused with the names because I hear the handles and somebody talks about a regular name. I'm like, which one? Who? Yeah. What? Yeah. But all of your patriots, no matter what you go by. I put my name out there, and I put my name on the line, and I holler for freedom, and I holler for unity all day long. That's my job. Get out there, spread the word. I feel bad Saturday was busy getting the rally going, and I forgot to tell everybody to get their flags out and wave at 1 o'clock on Saturday. But I sure hope everybody remembered and did it. We did there, and 4 o'clock this morning. Good night, Jay. Good to have you with you. You have a good night. Have a good night. I've been running all day. I know how it is. A little bit hoarse because of talking all weekend, but that's what we do. That's what we do. And there's Chaplain's link. Join Chaplain Monday through Friday at 5. And he has a good message. Good message for all God-fearing people out there, and even people that don't believe in God. Come in, learn the word, see for yourself. But we have to keep God in our country. Our country was founded on God, founded on the Judeo-Christian belief, basically. But all religions are welcome. Anybody can practice whatever religion they want to in the United States of America. And we don't want to take that away. But right now, they're trying to do away with Christianity. It's pure, it's evident. You can see it every day in what they do, trying to destroy our churches by bringing drag ministers and Sunday school teachers. It's a crying shame the way our churches are going and becoming woke. And what's going on with the beer? I don't drink beer personally. I heard people say, well, boycott the beer, dump your beer down the sink and video yourself dumping your beers and everything. But you know what? I don't drink, so I'm not going to buy a beer just to protest on them. I'm going to say it loudly. You are wrong. This guy fritzing around that I wouldn't even want a man or a woman to fritz around like. It is pure mental. Mental. Go woke, go broke, and I hope we stick to it. I'm not going to spend money to video me dumping out in displeasure, but I will certainly say that I do not approve. I will sure declare it. It's all mental. All this stuff is in their head. I mean, there's a pair of everything in every animal except for the lower amoeba classes. They can spread themselves apart. And it was by design. Not for us to change it, not for us to experiment and try to change it. We are men and women, pure and simple. You may agree or disagree with me. It don't matter because you have your right to think what you want. Just don't push it on everyone. We will not stand for it. We will not take it. And we will protest it till our dying day. That's not biology. It's not science. And it's not from God. Any God. In any religion. You name them. Which religion executes people that even think that way? Which religion? We all know. but yet they're patted on the back and say it's okay. Think about it. This is what we're up against. This is what we're fighting for. We want our freedoms back. We don't want the Constitution changed. We don't want the Electoral College changed. We want our elections fair and honest. We want everything back. We don't need a new way of life. We are not the rest of the world. We are a shining beacon on the hill to the rest of the world that this is how you can be, not us be like them. I am sick and tired of it. Let's be like the rest of the world. No, we are not the rest of the world. We are a great, what they call it, an experiment. An experiment is working, and they are trying to destroy it. The evil dark forces on this earth are trying to support it. No matter who you are, you think about, do you want high gas prices? Do you want empty shelves on the grocery stores? Do you want your children taught all this nonsense? Do you want your race divided by people that are trying to start racial conflict? Every person I know in this country has at least a car, a home, and a television, and a phone, and a costly phone at that. So there's nobody really hurting for anything except for the elderly, our poor veterans out on the street. We need to put our attention to them and unite. Help the ones that are needy. We don't need no racial divides. We don't need anything to tell us what to do. We don't need nobody to tell us what the gender we are and how many different kinds we can be. We don't need it. It's not necessary. If you want to be 50,000 genders, go ahead. If you want to love the Eiffel Tower and think you're married to it, go ahead. But guess what? I call that a nutcase. If you want to marry your cat, fine. But don't tell me. Don't tell me I got to marry my cat. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's mental. Pure and simple. It's mental. And we can't live like that. We can't let a few in a minority tell us what to do and how to do it. Yeah, we were talking about it this weekend about job applications, asking what sex you want to be preferred as, and it's all crazy. It's gone nuts. It's gone nuts. And I don't care what a person does to them, 99% of the time, you can tell what they are. Excuse me, you could tell what they really are. Just like I was watching with DC Joe, and I think Sean, a woman that was, I can't remember the name, he's popular, but a guy trying to act like a woman. He says, "Oh, I have a dozen friends that love me and are excited by what I do." I say, "Yeah, they think they laugh at you. You're a spectacle to them, and you keep them laughing. You keep them in stitches. You give them something to talk about." Well, what can you do that these what do you do just like these women sitting in the audience? He went round and round with him. Why he thought he was a woman, and he couldn't explain it. Just, oh, people like me. And it's pathetic the way people are thinking. It's bad. It's bad. and we have to sit and take it and listen to it. I don't think so. That's not the way we were set up. That's not the way our country was set up. That's not the way biology is set up, what science is set up. None of it. We have had science change so much in the past 3 years. It is sickening. Yeah, the pronouns is getting pathetic. Pathetic that you have to go by a pronoun. And I've gotten my trouble. I mean, none of your business is what NOYB means. And that's right. It's none of nobody's business what you do or other people do in their own private life. It's nobody else's business. And they shouldn't spread it around to others and try to get others to be like they are. It's like Chaplin said, it's NOYB. None of your business. Your freedoms are your freedoms. Might not be the same as mine. That's what I'm saying. Freedom doesn't cover just one person. It covers everybody, no matter what you're doing, unless it's illegal. And then it concerns everybody. But if it's legal, fine, you can do it. Don't drag our kids into it. Don't teach our kids that they should think they're somebody that they're not. Do your own thing. Keep your mouth shut and teach our children. Don't try to change the way they live. All you're supposed to do is teach them their numbers, their writing, their history. And now they're doing away with history because they don't want us to know what happened in the past, how good it was, or how bad it was. Either way, they're trying to start all over and start something that they think is going to be utopia to them because it feels good, do it. Well, a lot of things feel good, but they can kill you. Look at all these crazy actresses and everything that try these crazy sex positions with ropes and stuff, and they end up hanging themselves, but they die happy. Is that good? No. You could take a spiked glove and manipulate yourself and tear yourself to pieces. It might feel good, but you're going to tear yourself to pieces. Is that good? No. Everything that feels good is not good. I'm afraid to tell you. You can experiment all you want, but you'll find out. You can take your pain pills and feel happy, but if you take too many, what's going to happen? You're going to die. Everything that feels good isn't great. And that philosophy will never win, because you're not always going to feel good. This bull is saying it feels good, do it, is ridiculous. So say I. And this is the way I think. This is the way I roll. And I feel everybody has the right to do whatever they want. But don't push it out on everybody. I know there's Jenny, there's a certain point where a lot of people are writing that loophole as pathetic. And that's some of the things we need to correct. We need to tell our lawmakers, we don't want united health care, but we want everybody to have the right and a way to get health care. And the rules and regulations are not fair at all. And that's why we need everybody to unite and bring these things to attention and get things done. Hello, Canada. Crypto Miri, I believe it is. Hi, Double Deuces. How you doing? Like I said, if you guys want to come in and talk, come in and talk. Tell your side. We can have this good discussion. That's for sure. It's sad the way we are being treated. And if you're not this, you don't get it. If you're not that, you don't get it. If you make $1 over, you don't get it. It's pathetic. And you talk to a person in the same situation, and they're probably getting more help. It's crazy. I don't know how they decide this stuff, and I don't know who decides this stuff. It's really ridiculous the way our country is going and picking how and who they choose to give help to or whatever. It's and that's why we are here. We are sick of it. We are sick and tired of the way our country is turning and turning against us, trying to divide us. Who knows what they're trying to do? There's so many things being said and done. It is hard to tell what they're trying to do. But I know one thing for sure: they're trying to drag us down with the rest of the world. I had Miss Dudes tonight. Very good. Well, you ought to come on here with me. We had some pretty good discussions about this stuff. Jay Jones just left. He had to go to bed. And this is the time that I picked because everything's over and yeah. I like it earlier, but I don't want to interfere with the J6. And if y'all don't know, I grow in my beard and my hair until the J6ers get justice. And there might be some in jail, but once they get their trials or whatever, get out, then I'll shave it. No, I haven't. I haven't heard. That many years ago, it was I heard a Russian dissident talk about the colleges and how they were going to infiltrate our system of teaching, and that was one of the things they were going to do. They were going to put their people in our colleges and our schools, but mainly our colleges and teach their liberalism and their communism. And by golly, they did. They did it, and we didn't even bat an eye. We didn't lift a finger to stop it. I don't know how I don't know how old everybody out there is, but back in my day, Hollywood used to have trials. Are you a member of the Communist Party, or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? You kicked the Communist Party out of Hollywood. Anybody remember that? A big thing. Kicking communists out of Hollywood. But guess what? Hollywood is all now communist. Think about it. How did they do it? They infiltrated it. They infiltrated our colleges. They infiltrated the younger people that come up, and they took over. And they convinced everybody that this is the way to go. And we know it's not the way to go. So how? I just don't understand how people can stand back and take it. And, well, because of our freedom, they had the freedom to do it. But we didn't talk back. We didn't stop it. We didn't teach our kids. In fact, we let the schools teach our kids, which is what led into what's going on now because we did not teach our kids. Both parents have to work. Both parents put their kids in these early education and after school education things. And guess what the education was? Liberal ideas. So we have nobody to blame but ourselves. But guess what? Ourselves has to get up and correct the situation. We had to get up off our duffs and get it back. Because we still have the Constitution, we still have the law on our side. We can do it peacefully, but we got to do it by many, and we got to do it strong. We have to let our voices be heard. And like I said, a good start is waving that flag every Saturday at 1, no matter where you are. Get out somewhere where it can be seen and do it. We have to do it ourselves. We can't depend on our neighbor. We can't depend on our friends. All of us patriots have to get out there and spread the word. I can't say it enough. We have to get out there and do it. If we don't do it, shame on us. Shame on us. And there's many, many billions of people that still respect this flag. And we have a few in our flagways that go by and say F Trump. He belongs in jail. They associate the flag with Trump. Go figure. What? All the years the flag is waved and they think about Trump. Well, he's getting in their heads. He's getting in their heads. And hopefully he stays in their heads forever. I hope and pray that he stays in their heads forever. But folks, we cannot wait for one man. We can't wait for Donald Trump to come back and correct everything. We don't have that long. We have to do it now, in force, strong. We have to do it. I'm sorry, give me a second. I'm getting a little bit dizzy. Whew, my blood pressure must be boiling. This water here. Excuse me. Hmm. Thank you. I left it sitting and I had to go get it. Hi, Matt T. Hi, Italian. How you doing tonight? Uh-oh. 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 This dude's getting on him, huh? We had to watch what our children do on their devices big time. Everybody like my 1776 shirt I got this weekend? Not bad on the website. $15 or 2 for 27, which is a good deal for a t-shirt. Hi there, Joshua. How you doing tonight? Good to have you with us. You guys following each other, huh? I think we all do. We all follow each other all the way around. A lot of familiar faces and names on all the channels. And that's good. We need to support everybody. We need to get out there in number, big number, and spread the word everywhere. Yeah, we're coming. Hold on to your hats. We are coming. Sorry. Let me mute my mic and cough a little bit. Sorry about that. I've been in the pollen all weekend outside, and it's showing now. It's showing. I have to clear it out. But folks, join in with us. Join in with us. We are out for you. We are out to help you. We're out to help this country. We want our freedoms back. We want our gas prices back down. We want our grocery stores stocked. We want our country running smooth again. We don't know what's running our country now. We don't even know what it is. We have no idea. We don't have a clue. And that's the sad part. We don't know what's what, who's who, what they're doing, what they're trying to do. And it's pathetic. We should be right on top of it. No, and it wasn't. I don't know whether it was my phone or I used the regular Apple video, and I don't know what happened, but I checked it and the sound was on and everything. So I don't have a clue, except it was the devil. I just don't know. I tried to get on Prism. Prism would not work, and the time it took to get on Prism, I ran out of time, and I had to go use the regular video, and that's what I got. And I'm sorry, because what we said was so important and so moving. I apologize. Really makes me sad when I got back and saw it had nothing. Oh man! But you can see everybody's eyes and their movements and what was going on. Pretty much tell. We were all leaky eyed. We were all sad to see him go. And we had a good prayer circle. Ma said a beautiful prayer. She made a beautiful card for Slim and Charlene, handmade. Beautiful. I hope y'all saw that on there. Yes. But am I here? I am. But it was wonderful, and all I can do is just relate it to you personally. And I apologize. Next time I will do better. And they love each and every one of you. So if they come into your territory, get out there with them every day. Get out there with them, rain or shine. I'm sure they won't take you out in the rain, but get out there and holler for freedom and unity. We need it all over the country. We need to spread it like a wave. We need it to go. And they're heading up to North Florida. They were in North Florida today. They're heading probably southern Alabama tomorrow. But they're heading your way. So be ready. Everybody can post a link on my page, Italian. It goes for everybody there. If you have a link, put it on there. As long as it's not an adult link, I'm fine. That's that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help other streamers. I'm here to help everybody. I have no quarrel with anybody that's fighting for freedom. Period. Period. I'm here for every one of you. So let's do it. Let's do it. Because we all got to have one voice. And our voice right now is YouTube and out personally doing what we have to do. And that's the way I'm going to keep it. As long as everybody behaves themselves. But most everybody does. Even the haters, if you use kindness, most of them will back down. I have noticed. Carol, yeah, it's getting late. I wish I could come on at a better time. I probably could, but I had to decide what time I want to do it, but I want it regular when I do it. Right now, I'm coming on about 9:30 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, much as I can. There'll probably be a few times where I can't make it, but that's what my goal is. But if all you all think of a better time, I'll try it. I won't do it during J6, and I won't stomp on Santa. I won't stomp on Megs. I try to stay away from Aruba and Chaplin. Ruby and I are partners here in Florida, so she needs her time too. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I know it's late, but I try not to stay on too long. I can't stay on too long because I get choked up. But I do the best I can do. Yeah, they're coming to Alabama, Jenny. Should be there tomorrow. You must be in the northern part. Yeah, a lot of us have to drive a long way. I've been driving distances around here and set myself up where I can stay at different places with my people. And thank goodness for Shirlene and Slim. I stayed down there with them, and they opened their place up to everybody. And fantastic people, I'm telling you, fantastic patriots. I just can't say enough. I think they need to leave our guns alone because the Second Amendment covers it all. Our guns are to protect us from them. Pure and simple. It's not for hunting. It's not for anything sports or whatever they try to come up with. It's to keep the civilian military, which is us. And we need to fight hard and strong to keep it. I don't personally own firearms. I have owned firearms. And I feel we all have the right to carry one. Guns don't hurt people. Guns don't get off the floor and off the shelf or off the gun case and fire. People does that. Evil does that. You can do it with a knife. You can do it with a rope, a piano wire, you name it. You can kill with anything. Even a stick of wood. It's not the guns. It's not the weapons. It's the people behind it. The evil behind it. And there's pure evil in the world. This world is ruled by the wicked and the evil. And the Lord told us before he went that we should keep this world in order for his second return. That we were the caretakers, that we were supposed to take care of it. And this is all part of it. Keeping our guns, keeping our freedoms, keeping the United States that shiny beacon. It's all up to us. He'll help us, but we have to do the work. We have to get out there and do it. It's just not going to be miraculously changed. We have to do it. We have to put on that armor. And if that armor calls for our Second Amendment, so be it. That's the way I feel about it. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? Glad to have you. That's totally right, Ann. Totally right. That's the way I feel. And we have to do it for us and our children, our grandchildren, and our great grandchildren. And I have all of them, many of them. And that's why I'm doing it. Uh-oh. You can come back on, Italian. 96 in Arizona today. It was chilly here. We were standing out there with the leaders when they were getting ready to leave, and that wind was vicious. It felt like icicles going through our bodies. It wasn't cold. It was in the upper 60s, but it felt like ice going through us. All of us standing there shivering. I'm reading the comments when I'm quiet. I read the comments, and a lot of good comments out there. I'm glad it didn't get too hot out there. Yeah, it was. That's what I told him. I told him to be very careful because the crosswinds. When I went home, it was. I was pushed from one side to the other. It was back and forth, and it was hard to hold it between the lines. It was my SUV. It was the Freedom Jalopy was bouncing all over the place. I had to hang on tight, but it was something else. And it's probably get worse because they say maybe a tropical system will come out of it in the Gulf, which is the earliest it's ever happened. And you wonder if all the things they're doing, if they're trying to affect our weather and make it look like we're in for a catastrophe. My picture looks a little crooked and driving me nuts. I see a little bit of my window over here. But yeah, it was bad today. Not as bad as I've seen, but the wind was awful. I could try that, Casey. I maybe try that Wednesday, try earlier. But I did try between 2 and 4, and Kelly come on with her crafts, and all the women like to watch the crafts. So I'm just have to pick a good time and stick with it. Maybe somewhere around 11, maybe noon, somewhere in there. See what I can do with it. But I want to do it when people can be available. You know, a lot of people work. I'm retired, and but I stay busy. I stay busy, as all of you can see. Anyway, I've been on here an hour tonight. I don't want to hold up everybody too long. Just want to get this word out. So each and every one of you, tell somebody, share, like, subscribe, get it out there. Share, share, share. Maybe we can wake a few people up. Get out there on Saturdays, wave your flag, get on the phone, call our representatives every day, tell them what you want them to do. There's a lot of things coming up that we need to tell them no on. Look at your area, see what they need, see what they're doing, and tell them yay or nay. We got to have people doing all that everywhere. I mean, it's just not flag waving. It's just not telling people how to do it and talking about it. We have to be productive and go out and do our thing. Each and every one of us could do something, either online, on the phone, personally, whatever, to get our representatives in the way to help us to do their job for us and let them know that we're not happy with the way they're doing their job for us. We have to do it or we'll lose. Each and every one of you patriots, pick something and do it. Whatever your skills are, do it. A lot of people can make up flyers and pass them out. A lot of people can call. A lot of people like to talk. They can call the representatives. If you like to talk and be on camera, be a live streamer. We need millions of live streamers. so we can catch things in act. We need to catch them while they got their fingers in the cookie jar. That is the best way to do it. I'm telling you. Good night, Ann. We love you too. You have a blessed night. But I tell you what, it is all up to us, as individuals to do our part. All of our part whenever we can. I'm trying to read the comments. I'm sorry. That's one thing I can't do is read and talk at the same time because I'm liable to say what I'm reading. That's right, Ann. Just do something, no matter what it is. Just do it. Let's get her done. Get her done. I've heard that before. That's always my favorite saying when that come out. Get her done. Let's do it. No matter what. Get her done. United. United we stand. Divided we fall. And right now we are divided like crazy. And they're trying to divide us more. There shouldn't be anything as far as racism and the things that are going on now. There shouldn't be anything like that in this world. Everybody should love one another. There shouldn't be anything like that. But the more they stir it up, the more they're going to keep it out there. We have to do it ourselves. We have to get it done. It's up to us, and I can't say it any plainer or any louder. We have to get it done. So anyway, till the next time, God bless America. God bless our troops. God bless you. I love each and every one of you, and that's for sure. You can bank on that. Until the next time, good night, all.